Hi there. Composition can make or break a photo. It tells you where to focus your gaze. It tells you how your eyes need to move across the photograph. Try it. I mean, it sounds weird, but if you look at a photograph, take a look at how your eye moves across the photo, maybe from the foreground to the background, from something big to something small. All these things are strategically placed, and it tells you the story that you need to know. Naturally, when we take a photograph, we stand eye level to the subject. Where if the subject's standing, you stand. If the subject is sitting, you will tend to kneel down lower or sit so that you can be eye level with the subject. Now, we do this because you want the eyes to connect with the lens or the viewer, and you know the eyes are the windows to the soul, so that's why we want to see those eyes. That's great, but sometimes it can be a little bit boring, a little bit predictable, and it doesn't sometimes tell the story that you want to tell. So here are a few tips for just trying something new. Get down low. Try lying on your belly on the floor and get in amongst the action. These are really good for action shots. Let the people run towards you and you're lying down on the floor and you get a different perspective. And like I say, it looks like the viewer is actually part of the action. Another great tip is try to get high. You've tried being low, so let's try and go high and get a nice bird's eye view of what's going on. This is almost like spying on the event or on what's going on without people knowing that you're there. It also tells the whole story because you see everything that's going on. Yeah, that's quite a fun one. I quite like that one. Another tip is try not to have too much open space around your subject. If you're doing that, it needs to be for a reason. If it's part of the story, then you include and show us what they're looking at. And even with that, you can put the subject on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side of the frame, sometimes in one of the corners. It just tells a little bit of a different story. And yeah, do it with a reason. Don't just do it because. And also try not to cut off limbs unless you want to zoom into one certain area, you want to emphasize a specific area, then you can cut off limbs. But even then, make sure that they're not at awkward angles because that will just take away from your photo. It will make your photo weaker. All right, well, just have fun and experiment. See you next time.